And we are live on YouTube. I am thankful and grateful for each and every one of us that are here today. It is a beautiful and wonderful rainy day here in Las Vegas, Nevada. However, we are pressing forward. I'm going to give folks a minute or so to get here, and then we will be moving forward in our Pluto and Aquarius 20-year and February 2024 monthly soul vibe readings. Stand by. Hey there, Miss Lemons. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, good, good. How's that new addition acclimating and aligning herself?
She's doing really well. Very cool, chill.
Good, good. Yeah, she's royalty, honey. She don't have time. She don't have time for the nonsense, man. She is royalty. Yes, she is. I'm going to send you her life's purpose natal chart. Have you heard of one of those?
No.
I don't want to make no announcement on nothing official right now, but yeah, I done tapped into some really good astrology stuff, and I can run your natal chart for your life purpose, and I can run your karma natal chart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send you her life purpose karma chart and her regular natal chart. She don't need to know karma yet, but you do want to look at that life purpose natal chart. That's a way that you can guide her around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, Jolene, how are you? Oh yeah, that's right. Jolene is at work. She can just only listen in. Thank you for showing up, Jolene. I appreciate you. All right, all right. We're gonna go ahead and get started. This is on the sevens with Pythias B Metatron. I am Pythias B Metatron, your hostess with the mostest, and today is a very good day to be me. Every day is a very good day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I bees this, and I require this. And wherever and however you are watching or listening to this broadcast or simulcast, I want you to just clear yourself, take a deep breath in through the nose, hold it, and release, and then center yourself and repeat this after me. Today is a very good day to be me. You know, every day is a very great day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I bees this, and I require this. And I guarantee you this, should you make that mantra part of your daily life and do all of the things that mantra motivates and inspires you to do, Your life will get better exponentially each and every day. Trust me, I do this and it works for me. So I'm thankful and grateful for the opportunity to be before the people again. Um, it's been a woo of a month of January. I know that like most of us, January seemed to have just flown by. Was January on skates or was it on turbo? Because here we are already. It's the first day of February. January was a end of cycle type of month. The whole month of January had the feel that we were ending shit and not beginning shit. That's why I always laugh about the arbitrary date that we pick for New Year's. It really doesn't mean anything other than the calendar has flipped over again. Um, but yeah, January 2024 was a universal end of cycle type of month, closeout month. Actually, I used the month of January 2024 to close out all of the horse shit from 2023. Just, I went through the list. I did everything that I could to make sure that all of the horse shit that I had been dealing with all 2023, I put it down on the list and I, purposefully and intentionally released all of it. Not saying that there won't be other things that come up for me to release. I have a feeling that as long as I'm on this side of the dirt, there will be always something to process through, heal from, and release. Be it wounds from outside and from others, and wounds that are self-inflicted. So, yeah, I have someone on the live portion of the call with me that definitely had an end of cycle January. Not gonna put them on blast or front street, but just know that yes, January 2024 was actually more of an end than a beginning. Um, this month, February, will serve as the beginning. And then as we move closer to the spring equinox, Earth itself will begin to renew and begin to show signs of the new beginning for Mother Earth. So I'm very, very, very excited. Another thing for me to be excited about when the calendar turns to February, it is my and 8 days. 8 days. Brother be 61, man. And yeah, I make 61 look good. And I don't care what nobody else says. So, woo woo, happy birthday to me next week. All right. First part of today's broadcast will be about the Pluto in Aquarius 20-year soul vibe. Now, uh, each year in February, I will come back and I will give a specific uh, Pluto and Aquarius read for that year. I gave the specific read for this year last month, but we'll go over some things more in depth about the Pluto and Aquarius 20-year transit during this reading, and we will always be willing and able to touch any and every broadcast that I'm going to have in the year of 2024. So, and if there's ever any questions um, uh, that you have, write them down, and if we don't get to them in one broadcast, guarantee you we can get to them in the next. And I have a couple of really, really sharp astrologers that are part of this group. And if anything that I miss about the Pluto and Aquarius transit, I am quite sure that one of them will be able to step in and fill in a gap to where I've missed it. All right. All right. Any comments, any questions before we move forward? Nope. Okay. Pluto and Aquarius, 20 years old. On January 20th, 2024, Pluto, the planet of transformation and upheaval, transited back into Aquarius, the planet that rules government systems, institutions, structures, and society, where it will stay until September 1st, 2024, and it will come back again November 19th, 2024, and it will stay then until March 8th, 2043, at which point it'll weave in and out of Pisces and Aquarius. So for anybody that's not listening or anybody that's not aware, that's 20 plus years, y'all. Last time Pluto jumped buck wild in Aquarius, the American Revolution kicked off. You know, that thing that made it possible for all of us that, you know, born, raised, and predominantly live in America to be able to think that we have freedom. Notice I said think, because the older we get, the more we realize that it's not freedom that we have, it is tolerance. We'll have freedom. Can't go just do whatever you want to do. You can't even, you have their rules. In a society where there are rules and restrictions, I don't care how they sugarcoat it, that's not free. It's not free. It's not. In a society where you can go to work for someone, and before you get your money, governments and municipalities and agencies and all this get some of your money first. Tell me, how is that free? You don't have an option to pay taxes, do you? Anybody got an option? Anybody live a life where they can decide if they want to pay taxes on their income or not? If anybody has that option, please contact me via the email so you could walk me through that process so I could tell everybody how to do that shit. It's not freedom. It's not freedom if the government can shut down your place of employment just because they say so. It's not freedom when you have to pay just to live on the planet. That's not freedom. It's not freedom when you have to get a loan for a car. You got to pay that monthly car note. You got to pay some exorbitant insurance fee. And then you have to pay to get a driver's license. And then you got to pay and register your car. Tell me where's the freedom in any of that? Right. We have toleration. We have freedom. Some things we could do are tolerated, depending upon who's in power and who's in charge. You know, that determines what is tolerated and what isn't. We are going through that right now with the current political climate that's going on, not only here in America, but in other places around the globe. The people, man, The people are tired. Tired of being lied to, tired of being taken advantage of, tired of not feeling like the government give a shit about the people that keep the government going. Without the people, ain't no government. There's nothing to govern. Without us folk, government don't have no money to give away to other folk. If everybody, if everybody in America that works stopped working for a week, it would cripple the country. If everybody just stopped working, just stopped, just don't go punch in, don't go do anything, it would take a year for the government to catch back up. Tell me how that equates to freedom. Right, right. All right. I need to explain some things about the what just happened on the 20th. Pluto is the last planet in our solar system, the final frontier of reality as we know it. Pluto is perhaps the most mysterious planet because it holds the key to the unknown, to what's on the other side. Common keywords associated with Pluto are power, depth, transformation, crisis, surrender, resilience, the big natural cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. Pluto's role is to keep the engine of the universe going by eliminating what can no longer sustain life. If something is foul and rotten, Pluto will eliminate it, blow that shit up to leave space for healthy growth. At a personal level, Pluto helps you eliminate what's no longer working in your life, helping you to build resilience and true personal power. A personal power based on a deep understanding of yourself and the world around you. At a society level, Pluto will eliminate what's corrupted and rotten and fraudulent and deceitful so that society can grow stronger and be more equipped to withstand difficult conditions. Any comments, questions, any additional things anyone would like to add about the planet Pluto? Yeah, Pluto is blowing shit up, man, and I'm here for it. I truly, truly, truly believe that what is now taking place and what's going to take place for the next 20 plus years, this is why I incarnated. I didn't incarnate for the other shit that I went through from birth up until the 20th of January. I incarnated for what is going to transpire here in America, and then after, as it's happening in America, it's going to trickle out to everybody else. This is what I came for. This is what I came for.
I have a
Go
thought.
ahead. Mm-hmm.
Um, I love your explanation, by the way, but I did want to add on that I do see Pluto as one of those energies that really like scrapes the gunk from the very bottom that everybody thought was gone and
Mm-hmm.
feels it. Like, okay, you thought this was over, but you forgot about this, you forgot about that. And it's like and most and because it's associated to with when it comes to the emotions, it's like things you thought you was over, feelings you thought
Mm-hmm.
you were rid of, all of those come back up too. And that was something I really felt when the shift
Yes.
when the ingress took place in the middle of last month. Because usually
Yes.
January is like a very long month, but it went by so fast.
Like that. And I truly believe that it went by fast because of the ingress on the 20th, because everything was kind of sort of like waiting on that ingress. So, Gaia was like, let me just hurry up and get them to this so we can get on, come on with the come on, man, because they tired. They tired. And you are correct, Miss Lemons, about the forgotten stuff and the stuff way down at the bottom, the gunk, the shit that really gums up the gears. I call it the stank part of the soul. Yes. Pluto will go all the way down to the stanky part of the soul. It'll hit the bottom of it. Boom. And it'll make sure it's at the bottom. It'll keep punching down there until it knows for sure that it's at the bottom. Then it slowly, surely stirs that stuff up. And yes, the things that we thought that we've done with. I had some things pop up at the ingress that I was sure that I was done with. Like for real. Like didn't even talk to the therapist that I had been talking to the two separate therapists I've been talking to the last year and a half, 2 years. Didn't even bring this up to them because I thought I was already done with that. But no, when the ingress happened, that shit popped up all up in my nose and it was funky. And you know how you be when you get around somebody that is foul and just thinking, and even though you move away from them, that funk follow your nose and it kind of just hang out right there. Yeah, it took me a couple of days to get that stench out of my nose, out of my spirit, out of my soul. It took me a minute, and I had to face some tough childhood painful issues, man, that I really thought I was really over with. Thank you for that, Miss Lemons. Now, Aquarius is an air sign, and we know that air signs are concerned with communication and the intellect. If Gemini is our internal communication and Libra our one-on-one communication, Aquarius is a collective sign. So it rules one to many and many to many communication. So this communication that I'm having with y'all, this is an Aquarian communication because this is one to many. That's why the internet and social media are ruled by Aquarius. Aquarius wants to bring the light of knowledge to as many people as possible. Communication is not only verbal communication, but in general, the distribution of thoughts, words, energy, people, and resources. It's interesting that in the human body, Aquarius rules the circulatory system. Aquarius makes sure that information, resources, and energy get distributed and shared where they are needed. We all know that Aquarius rules friends and groups of people. Yet not only that, organizations, committees, infrastructures, and councils are all Aquarian. Marketplaces from the small farmers market to Amazon are Aquarius as well. Because Aquarius rules groups of people and society is a large group of people, we say that Aquarius rules society as a whole. Society is a sum of all the individuals plus all the multiple interactions between these individuals. Society is the most complex Aquarian system out there. Would you like to add anything into that, Miss Lemons?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you also add in secret societies?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. Secret societies, churches, all of that. I'm not going to defame, not going to defame folk today, but yeah, all of that nonsense. Yes. Yes. Pluto and Aquarius will expose what is rotten. That's Pluto in our society, Aquarius, so that we can build a better structure and infrastructure for everyone here on Earth. Pluto in Aquarius will initially expose what is no longer working in our society because this is how Pluto operates. It purges what's toxic and no longer needed. That's why it is so important for all of us to pay attention to what is going on in and around your home, in and around your city where you live, in and around the county in which you live, in and around the state which you live in, and start looking for and start to recognize the signs of revolution. Hell, we can see on the biased and edited and censored news that any of us could watch on a nightly basis, we can see that even the news can no longer stop from broadcasting the initial battles of the revolution. So, whoever said that this time the revolution will be televised, there was a prophet for real. There was a prophet for real. We here in America, doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum you fall on, as long as you're not a zealot or a myopic blind follower of either side, we can see that the political system that currently is prevailing here in America, this shit is broken. It's broken. Um, um, we got a choice between two old ass. Mm. And I don't like either choice. What can I do? Right? Well, I can trust Pluto in Aquarius is going to shake up all of that shit. I am here to tell y'all right now today that I don't believe either one of the guys that is leading right now. I don't really believe that both of them are going to make it to the election day. I, I'm not saying one way or the other how. However, I just don't. Yeah, Pluto and Aquarius is going to shake up the systems and the government. And what is the seat of our government? It's politics. And where is that seat? It's in Washington D.C. and New York and all that whole Eastern Seaboard. Yes, yes, it's coming. The 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 nuclear strike of Pluto. Pluto strikes with nuclear power. It don't strike like a water balloon. Pluto come in and blow shit smooth up. And that's what's going to happen in the from now until the run up to the election. I truly, truly, truly believe that this election that is coming up in November will not be a regular election, and we may not even get the opportunity to vote for a president. That's how crazy it's going to get. Because trust me when I tell you this, the folks that are in those seats of power, and the folks, them politicians and them governors and all of this shit, they're not just gonna willingly give their stuff back. That's why it takes action of Pluto. Pluto comes and make you open your hands up. You better unball them fish. That's what Pluto does. That's what Pluto does. So whatever is no longer working in our society, and like I said, it doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum you fall on, both sides don't think it's working. The majority of people on either side don't think that this shit is working. So if society feels that and senses that, and Pluto is here to expose and remove and purge what is no longer working and what's toxic and no longer needed, then guess what? It's going to hit during this 20-year period. Like I said when I started off, the last time Pluto was in Aquarius, both America and France had revolutions. And America was getting away from a tyrannical king and started, and once they fought the war and won the war, then they started building what is now broken here. So I'm encouraged over the next 20 years that what now is broken will be rebuilt into something that is more equitable, fairer, and less caste system and less greedy. You know, we can look at the greed of the elites and see why we're in the situation that we are in. Pluto and Aquarius is coming to purge what is toxic and rotten and deceitful and corrupt and is no longer needed. While Pluto is in Aquarius, we take social structures and politics especially seriously, and we seek major reform in these areas. Major reform. Now, I'm one that believes that America is too far gone to reform anything. We got to blow up and rebuild out of the rocks. I don't even want the buildings to be standing anymore. Tear the buildings down. I'm I'm a firm proponent of moving the capital of the United States from Washington, D.C., and put it somewhere in Indiana or Kentucky or in the middle of the country. Get it totally and Pluto and Aquarius will do some shit like that. We'll take where all the power is and all that and just wipe all of that out and then move it somewhere else to a more central location. You want unity in the country, then you're going to have to move shit into a more central location. You got one coast thinking they better than the other coast, and then you got the coast that the west side is like FAAFO, fuck around and find out, come on over here. And there it's division. The way that the Constitution was written and the way that the original government of America was set up, it was set up to be divisive. It wasn't set up to be unifying. It was set up to be divisive. And here we are 240 some odd years later, and everybody's like, why is the country so divided? Why can't we all get along? Because it wasn't designed to do that. Unusual, intense, or dramatic happenings are possible with friends, with networks, with governments, with establishments, with institutions. Yeah. Unusual, intense, and dramatic happenings are possible during this long-term cycle. We are likely to confront issues of control and power related to individuality, equality, friendships, and group associations. We can be on a quest to distinguish ourselves for our progressiveness, for our scientific minds, for our ideals, for our humanitarianism, or unique qualities. It's also a time when we seek to change and overhaul society through science, invention, the mind, and ideas. Any comments, any additional comments about that? Nope. All right. From January 20th forward, this 20-year plus transit will be all about the daily and constant drips of exposure of all the lies and all the liars and all of the systems of oppression and abuse that have been profiting off of and from those lies. This will be a 20-plus year period of repeated day of reckoning happenings and events that will appear on and in the nightly news and will cause each individual to make critical judgments regarding where your loyalty lies and who to align yourself with across all spectrums of society and life itself. Now, every system of abuse and oppression, specifically politics, judicial or criminal justice, sports and entertainment, higher and secondary education. I'm talking about grade school all the way up through colleges, corporate and big business, just to name a few, will all come under this bright light of exposure. And once the real truth starts to come out, there will be a slow and steady call for justice, recompense, and rebuilding, as it will become apparent that reform is not a viable option any longer. With every exposure that manifests, there will be a distraction launched and a destruction launched. You see, you got to have the distraction so that the sheep, there's a bunch of folk walking around this planet that's just like sheep. They're just following whatever. And if the shepherd go over the cliff, guess what? They'll go over the cliff with the shepherd. So there will be a distraction to pull those that are just naive, just believe everything that come out of the government's mouth, out of politicians' mouth. There will be a distraction launched. Yet, simultaneously, there will be a destruction launched as well. And the distraction will be launched in an attempt to deflect away from the exposure. We'll have to trust our intuition and common sense, and it should override and overrule our emotions and blind allegiances. This is a time to go inward. Go into your intuition and lean on your common sense and lean into your logic and allow your common sense and logic and intuition to override and overrule your emotions and those blind allegiances. Be prepared to have to make some hard choices about some of your long-held beliefs and alliances, and be willing to change your perspectives as needed and warranted without regret and without self-punishment. This is a transit where we're going to have to trust our internal sources and guides to show us where we must change a belief or perspective and resist staying aligned with anything that no longer serves your highest good, regardless of what it is, who it is, or how your decision may affect someone else. This whole transit, the truth will rise, shine, and stay well above the lies, liars, and emotional rhetoric. Like I said, this 20+ year transit is the time to lean into and completely trust your intuition, common sense, and logic. Any comments, any questions before I move on to the month of February 2024? Yeah, it's the America that all of us grew up in is, yeah, it's no more. It's no more. And this year is all about establishing or reestablishing your own shit, because come 2025, the game is over. 2 + 2 = 4. And then 5 is what? 9, correct? 2025 is the end. It's the end. Don't get scared. Ain't nobody getting raptured up and there's clouds ain't splitting and some fake hologram of Jesus coming down and grab you up. No. But it's the end of the nonsense. The end. All right. February 2024 soul vibe. First, I'm going to give some astrological highlights, and then we will get into the numbers. Yeah. February 2024 soul vibe. Mercury, the planet of communications, enters Aquarius on February 4th, offering each of us an opportunity to view things from a fresh and different perspective and gain a better and broader understanding. It's a time for us to step out of the dysfunction, step out of the discomfort. You know, I like those words, dysfunction and discomfort, because there's function in dysfunction. That's why people stay in dysfunctional relationships, because you get used to the dis part of the function. It's function in dysfunction. People stay in discomfort because there's comfort. There's once you have gotten used to the pain, it's comfortable. It don't hurt so much. Tell the story about, my buddy come over to the house and I got a dog sitting on the porch next to me, and the dog is growling. Every time buddy come over, the dog is just growling and grumbling and snapping all the time. And my buddy finally asked me, "Hey man, why is your dog always growling, man? What's wrong with him?" I said, "Oh, he's laying on a nail." And my buddy looked at me and said, "Well, why don't he get up off of the nail?" And my answer always is the same. It's because it don't hurt enough. It hurts enough now in society. You got one side thinking you're going to take this away from me, and you got another side thinking you're going to take that away from me, and everybody is tired of being taken from. How much more blood do they want out of these turnips of us? People get tired. People get tired. The Aquarius new moon stations direct on February 9th. Woo woo! Bringing innovative ideas that help each of us move forward and make progress. I am truly, truly thankful that the new moon, Aquarius new moon, stations direct on February 9th, which is a very important date for me. It's almost like the cosmos is like giving me an extra gift to start my new birth year off. Because I have some things that I believe are innovative ideas, and I'm ready to move forward and make some progress. Part of the reason why I haven't moved forward is part of it I've been lazy and I've been procrastinating, And the other part is I've had things that have helped me to be lazy and helped me to procrastinate. This new moon on the 9th is going to wash away all of that. It's going to help me personally and everybody else that wants it to bring innovative ideas that help each of us move forward and make progress. Mars enters Aquarius on February 12th, offering each of us new ways in expressing our sensual desires and a chance to cool down and relax before reacting aggressively. Valentine's Day sees Mars unite with Pluto in Aquarius, creating extremely intense energy and a strong need for control. Best kept in the bedroom. I would wager to believe that Valentine's Day, yeah, it's gonna be some very serious and heated and intense breakups on Valentine's Day this year. Yep. Some really heated intense, not never advocate for violence, never want to see anyone get abused or anything like that. But yeah, yeah, on Valentine's Day, yeah, it's gonna be on and cracking. Miss Lemons, give me some thoughts about that Mars jumping in with uh Pluto and Aquarius on Valentine's Day. What are you feeling? What are you sensing about that day?
Um, we've been on Twitter talking about this because everybody was talking about it, and the first thing that I thought was like Mars and Pluto come together on Valentine's Day. I'm like, either A is gonna be super sweet good,
Yeah,
or like I don't, like you were saying, I don't advocate for, violence or whatever, but somebody gonna get hurt. A lot of
look,
people like super, super hurt. And it's like it feel more like I can't believe you lied type.
right,
Like it's like
right.
you like held that in, like you really didn't say anything, like you really tried to play me like I was stupid. And them the kind of feelings that get somebody hurt.
Yes,
Like
yes.
deeply, deeply hurt.
Completely hurt. I mean, like you said, it has the possibility and the potential to be extremely lovey-dovey, gooey, freaky deaky, letting freak flags fly. However, I am more inclined to believe that them shows that I watch, like Snapped and killer romance and deadly couples and all that. I think on Valentine's Day this year, them shows gonna have enough cases to make episodes for years just from that
Yeah.
day. Because
It's
yeah, I
like
don't.
like a mini massacre
Yes,
of like, things just popping off like one after the other. Just like kind of like how January was, where like soon as we went in, it was like boom, 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 boom.
yep,
And
yep.
I felt that day is, I'm being safe in the house.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna be right here in the basement. I'm not doing Nathan, man. I'm not probably won't even go out off the property on that day because yeah, it's just gonna be. It has the potential to. I mean, you got Mars rubbing up against Pluto. Really, dog? Really? Really? You got Mars and Pluto dancing side by side together? Yeah, no, yeah, no. I caution everyone, be safe on Valentine's Day, and anybody that thinks there's a potential for it to go left, go out to a public place, take the dinner date to the public place, and that way, it will limit some of the damage. But I don't know, because where we are now and what is going on astrologically. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's going to be able to tamp down the intensity and the aggressiveness and the sexual intensity, yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
happen on that
I,
day,
I
on
will also
Valentine's Day.
anybody that if you got some DMs or messages in your phone that you should not have, I suggest you get rid of it now.
You you better
Or
get one of them bleach right kits and just bleach the whole fucking phone, man. In fact, leave your fucking phone at home, man. Don't even take it with you. Yeah, yeah, get right. And if you are having some relationship shenanigans and think you just gonna smooth talk your way through another Valentine's Day, not this year, dog. Not this year. I just got a vision of there's gonna be so many folk, men and women, that gonna have drinks poured over their head that day. I could just see it right now. Yeah, I can see it right now. I can see it right now. Thank you for that, Miss Lemons. Thank you. Venus enters Aquarius on February 16th, allowing each of us to express our romantic desires more lightly and focus on building relationships. Yeah, after everything get told to fuck up on the 14th, I guess so. On the 16th, that'll be about the time when if you wasn't injured really bad, you'd be able to show your face again. So I guess so. And I see how the cosmos, cosmos come and bring the wrecking ball, and then with Mars uniting with Pluto, and then it brings the ointment and the salve with Venus jumping in there 2 days later. The sun enters Pisces on February 18th, allowing us to embrace artistic endeavors, creativity, and imagination. Chiron aligns with the North Node in Aries on February 19th, offering each of us the opportunity to heal our wounds and to release any and all lingering pain. So if nothing else, even if some of your pain is lingering from Valentine's Day, on the 19th, take advantage of this Chiron North Node in Aries alignment and heal. Heal from the wounds that you have carried since your childhood. Heal from all relationship wounds. Heal from all wounds from your work life and your school life and all the things, all the slights, all the bad names, all of the times you've been flipped off, all the times you've been cussed out, all of that. We can heal on the 19th. Mercury floats into Pisces on February 22nd, allowing us to use our words. However, that will be based in emotions. And even if you feel like you're getting tongue-tied or you start talking and you can't get out exactly what you want to say, stay calm. Stay calm and stay as calm as you can. But they're gonna be touched and tinged and heated up with emotion. So expect yeah, I the way I'm seeing it, February 22nd will be the whatever didn't get blowed the fuck up and or resolved on Valentine's Day, February 22nd. That's gonna be the day where, okay, we can have another conversation. It'll be heightened with emotions. However, Mercury floating into Pisces, there'll be a little bit more balance, a little bit more willingness to not just throw the baby out with the bathwater, not just say fuck it and leave. Yeah. And then the Virgo full moon stations direct on February 24th, allowing each of us the opportunity to be more analytical and more strategic about what we truly need, want, and desire to let go of once and for all. So it seems like, astrologically speaking, February is set up to be a month of confronting the things that you've been hiding. Whatever has been hidden in the dark, whatever has been put in that archive tab of your cell phone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's going to have to be dealt with in February. It's going to have to be dealt with this month. Any comments or anything you want to add to the astrological part of that, Miss Lemons?
I definitely agree. That's how I see it. It's like a cleanup crew coming through
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to to bring it all to light, to let it all go, confront, especially with that Mars confrontation, being direct
Yes.
about, and not, you can't scapegoat it, you can't hide it anymore. Like, you have to like really like face the music. And then that Chiron conjunction too with the North Node, that's the first thing I thought was like, okay, even though it is in Aries, which is a bit of a confrontational energy,
Yeah.
it's still again that directness, like
Yep.
just get it over with,
Get
take
it
snap
over with.
it off.
Rip. Yeah, just rip the shit off. Just don't be
Yeah,
trying to ease it off. Just rip the shit off and get over with it and get it on with the healing. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
because with the new year not really starting until spring, that's what this time of year is all about anyway. Just allowing the rest of that leftover energy or any questions or whatever to really like get it up, get it over
Yes.
with. Let the continued ends like keep ending, like the keep tying up the loose ends, keep cutting off the dead ends, like keep the momentum going with that. Because
Absolutely.
and next year is DOA. So
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Dead on arrival.
oh, as much as you can.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the year to, like I said, to truly go inside and get your shit together, because 2025, that's the end of innocence right there. It's the end. No more. It's going to be the beginning of chaos and turmoil and confusion. And, it's going to take folks that can understand astrological principles, that know numerology, that know how to navigate the cars and navigate the cosmos. That's when folks are going to be looking at us talking about, what do we do? What do we do? Now you want to believe. Now you want to come. I thought what I did was witchcraft. No, now you coming to find out some answers.
Right, right. I thought I was the devil. I thought I was a demon and all this shit. Now you want me. Now you
Yeah.
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 Like,
So,
and I think that's crazy too to have. That's why I always look at people who have that I call it the Aquarian gene. Everybody who has that Aquarius, even in Pisces too, those placements, it's like like it took a while to get to this point, but it's like, okay, now you're about to start seeing why everything had to happen the way that it did. And
yes.
you're so happy and fortunate that you were placed in this seat the way that you were, because a lot of people are going to be looking at all of us and saying, okay, like, well, like you were saying, like, what do we do? Like, how do we navigate this? And we do have to, invoke that Aquarian energy where you got to put your personal feelings to the side
Yep.
and just do what you got to do because
Yep.
for the greater good anyway.
It is for the greater good. And you have to really tap into the favorite part. My favorite part of that Aquarian energy is the I don't give a fuck part of it. Yeah, you have to really tap into that.
Yeah,
And people will begin to realize that when you tap into the Aquarian I don't give a fuck energy, doesn't mean you don't care. It just means you care about your shit more. Indeed. Indeed. All right. February 2024 is a universal 28-10-1 month. This month is all about planting our seeds of manifestation and staking your claim for the harvest. You should live by this motto this month. For every ending and completion, there is a new and better beginning. You are cosmically endowed with manifesting power of the Creator, and you are truly, truly connected to Source this month. This is our new beginning month, not last month. This is the new beginning month, and it is so apropos, being that Earth's rejuvenation and Earth's renewal is a month and so away. So this being the new beginning month, this is our month to be individually original, a month of dynamic action and effort. We got to rely on our own initiative and our own inventive ideas and our own strong will and determination when looking to the future. Yet we must also be adaptable and flexible as we plant our seeds of sustenance and begin manifesting our goals, desires, and active pursuits. This month is the time to close the door on the past and be steadfast in bringing the future closer to you each and every day. Now, I talk to a lot of folks about affirmations and manifestation, and a lot of people think, oh, I write affirmations and I send them up to the cosmos and then I sit back and wait. No, 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 no. Anything that you are manifesting in 3D, you have a part to play in that. It ain't like the cosmos just got, big Amazon warehouse up in the sky and gonna send you a car. Mm-hmm. if that's what you're manifesting. If you have written an affirmation, I want a new car in the month of February, and you affirm that, you natalize that, you ritualize that, and then you sit on your ass and don't do anything. Yeah. 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 We play a part in everything that we manifest here in our own realities. Look around wherever you are right now. Look around that environment. You created that. You made that happen. You manifest that. Now, look at certain items in your environment and remember what part you played in getting that. And think about that and put that to work this month. This is the month to close the door on the past and be steadfast in bringing the future closer to you each and every day. Where you are going and what you will be doing is much better and greater than where you have been and what you have been doing. Should be another motto for each of us this month. As we are at the new beginnings of our personal and business situations, associations, and endeavors. Holding on to anything that no longer serves your highest good could cause you to miss out on the opportunities when presented this month. Seize your moment with confidence and assurance. And by no means will this be an easy month for any of us. And we must use defined systems and determined organization to achieve our desired results. Strength of purpose and clear thinking, along with focused determination and purposeful thinking and acting, is the quiet way to the top this month. However, you must recognize, embrace, and execute this for maximum success. This is the month to broaden our activities. And when any of us are faced with the unexpected events and circumstances that will come up, use your executive ability and creative thought process for greater success and less stress. Our character and courage are on full display and being tested this month. And you must match your actions and effort with your words and produce something tangible. Ain't no, the time for excuses is over. Oh, I'm going to wait till, I need more ink and pen. Oh, I got to do that. Oh, no. Our character and our courage are on full display and being tested this month. And we each must match our actions and effort with our words. Can't just talk it. Gotta walk it and produce something tangible. Consider, consolidate, and implement your plans and equip your environment and eagerly look for the next new situation, association, and endeavor. However, avoid being hasty, flaky, or stubborn in making decisions, changes, or in any forward moving. This is not the time to just be willy-nilly and just be pulled this way or pulled that way, or not to have a solid base or a solid foundation when making a decision or making a choice. It's time to stand firm on your own 2 feet. And it's time to put some effort and action behind your words, produce something tangible. However, don't be hasty, don't be flaky, don't be stubborn, don't be gullible this month, especially while making decisions, changes, or with anything that involves forward movement. February 2024 is a forward moving month. It is a make progress month. It is a progressive month. It is a get on with the come on month. It is get to your business month. Many of us are at the starting gate or at a life pivot point this month. And sound judgment, common sense, and prudence is necessary to set ourselves on the right course of action and movement. We will be called upon to do everything from the initial idea to the actual execution of the plan, definitely for our own self and most likely for others as well. Regardless of the hurdles or obstacles or impediments, keep moving forward this month. And you will have opportunities to work out your plans sooner than you expected. I encourage everybody to start that new job, start that new business, launch that new lifestyle endeavor, become that entrepreneur, whatever that idea is. It's not too silly, it's not too strange, and you don't worry about who is going to accept it. Start the new job, go back to school, start the new business, make the change in your life and lifestyle with confidence and branch out into new areas boldly and quietly assured. February is not the month to be talking a lot about what you're going to be doing. Somebody said manifest and quiet and let them let them be mad out in the open or something to that make. Yeah, manifest and quiet. Keep what you're doing, keep it to you and your close circle of confidants that encourage you, that support you, that hold space for you, that assist you. And let the rest of folk find out when you launch. Become mindful of your health and of those that you considered loved ones, and start navigating all your personal and business situations, associations, and endeavors toward a more stable, balanced, and secure reality. For some of us, expect greatness to manifest this month. Some of us been holding on to this one dream or thinking about this one desire or been wanting to move or been wanting to do something very special. And we've been holding on to it for a while. And to us, to the individual, it is something that is great. For all of us that have been holding on and looking out for and expecting and wanting and desiring something great to happen, February is the month for that. It's by your determined effort will we all be rewarded this month. Laziness is not being rewarded this month. Procrastination won't be rewarded this month. Kicking the can down the road won't be rewarded this month, and passing the buck will not be rewarded this month. Being accountable and responsible, being determined and being productive will be rewarded this month. Lead by example and blaze your own path this month. And your stubbornness and arrogance will only derail you this month. So keep it humble, yet happening this month. Make up your mind and put your plans into motion this month. Make a bold claim to what is rightfully yours this month, and then take it. Don't ask for it. Go get it. And finally, I want you to remember that whatever you set into motion this month will definitely come back and greet you next month and in the months and years to come. Any comments, any questions, any concerns about what we have covered here today? Again, I'm thankful and grateful for each one of y'all that is here live with me today, and for everybody that is watching on YouTube or watching it as a replay. Do me a favor, if you are on YouTube and you like the content that you heard today, hit that subscribe button and then hit that little bell, the notification button, so that you can be notified each and every time I am live and each and every time I upload some new information into my YouTube page. And go and tell you YouTubers, go watch one of my videos. Just send one of my videos to 7 of your friends, and we will build our nation that way. Any comments? Anybody got anything they would like to say or comment on before we close it out today? Nope. All right. There'll be nothing else. This has been On the Sevens with Pythagoras B. Metatron, where we come to awaken to our mastered self, ascend with our evolving soul, and expand our consciousness mind. We are thankful and grateful for each and every one of you, for your support and for your encouragement. Please continue to keep On the Sevens with Pythagoras B. Metatron a part of your soul journey as your mastered self awaits you. Let me leave you with this. As above, so below. As within, so without. As of, in, and by the cosmos, so of, in, and by the soul. Be authentically you, unapologetically. Zen Uru, Zen Uru, Zen Uru. I will be sending out a notice about the new classes that will start next Tuesday. Thinking of having a transformational Tuesday where we will be going over esoteric subjects and concepts and numerology, astrology, card sciences, chakras, meditation, all of that. And then on Thursdays, I am thinking about having a therapeutic Thursday where we'll just deal with healing and releasing and wound exposure and things of that nature. So I'll be sending out a notice to each and every one of you about that. And I look forward to you guys joining me on this portion of my journey. And again, thank you guys for